Do you stop for commercials?
No, I hate commercials, man.
No, that's how you entertain yourself during the commercials.
That's when Pound Town picks up a speed.
Pounds down, and we're at it already.
Hit that button, buddy.
Oh shit, we're live.
Hit that button, buddy.
I can't yet, and I don't want to tell you guys what the new pop-up is. You guys are just gonna have to see it when it happens. And I do have one request, gentlemen. If you guys like to be called that, I don't care. When that pops up, I feel like we all have to say it. We all have to say it when it pops up. We know what I'm talking about.
Say what?
You'll see. Skeletor. All I'm gonna say.
Skeletor.
The Skeletor.
I got you.
But people, really quick, we are doing these movies right here: Single White Female and Vertical Limit. I'll say this: we should review Vertical Limit first. But before we get into that, it's your boy Sir Sturdy, of course. And to my this side, we have Worst Damn Gamer Ever. He's a part of the Z Network. He's going to be on here quite a bit. Well, Ibrahim's on hiatus and probably as a fifth guest here and there sometimes as well. But he helped out on Horror with Sir Sturdy this week. So, I mean, him and Ibrahim are basically the same complexion, so you can call him Puerto Rican Ibrahim.
If I let my hair out and let it dry, I mean, I don't think you'll tell the difference once the braids come loose.
Worst Damn Gamer Ever. Go follow him on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, all that stuff, Instagram. Like I said, he's a part of the Z Network. He does car stuff. He does gaming, and he's coming on the shows now. And
appreciate you.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you.
Montgomery Wick. I couldn't think of a name, and then there's Jimmy over here, but I couldn't think of it, or here, whatever, people, fuck the point and shit. I couldn't think of a name at all between these two movies. Where did you get that name from, Chris? Please tell me.
Montgomery Wick, the character from Vertical Limit, the old guy. Master mountain climber.
I don't even remember.
Long hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Had to be cut
toes. The guy missing toes?
Yeah.
Is it better now, James?
Yep.
All right. I don't know why it does that. Like, I pop it up, pull it down. I guess sometimes I got to do it twice.
That's what she said.
Hey, if I can, I will.
Round 2, fight.
Done. Sleep. Tapping out. But so early ratings for Vertical Limit. I didn't think of a catchy name at all that I could type in.
There was something, and now I can't. I don't know. I got nothing on
cord cuts.
Yeah, cord cuts. I'm gonna give it 6. I'll give it 6 cord cuts. I was fairly entertained throughout the whole thing. But every time I see Chris O'Donnell now, I just think about Robin and Batman and Robin.
Oh, I got something funny to say about that. I got something funny, but I'll let everybody give their ratings, and I'll give my rating last, and I'll tell you the funny.
Fuck. Hold on, she put in the wrong message.
How many cord cuts would you give this movie?
Cord cuts.
And that's obviously synonymous from making the choice if you're hanging and you gotta
that
some weight.
That freaking intense, man. If I was Chris O'Donnell in that opening scene, his dad's yelling at him to cut the cord, his sister's yelling at him, and I would, after I peed myself or crap my pants, I don't know what I would do.
Probably both. Hopefully both.
You would never see me up there for one. I don't do heights.
No.
I don't. It sucks. It's hard. It's one of those things you don't know.
Hang on. But you guys are white and you don't do heights?
Well, okay. I'm not going fucking mountain climbing. I've been bungee jumping. Bungee jumping's awesome.
I'll never do that. I'll never get on the plane.
I'll go skydiving.
Oh, you know what, Chris? You earned this.
Ooh.
The Cassidy.
He won't go mountain climbing, but he'll skydive and he already bungee jumped. The Call Cassidy. My goodness. Start early with that.
I'm going to complain real quick about this. That's because you just mentioned when they cut them loose and everything. The movie, they were rock climbing, but all of a sudden now they're fucking actually mountains in the snow. Like, I thought they were just doing like cliffs and shit. It threw me off. I'm like, wait, why are they in fucking snow? Like, what happens? Winter? Until you find out they're going up K2. Yeah,
it's 3 years later, and they're in Pakistan to climb K2. And that this movie is literally God telling these people, "Don't you dare climb my fucking mountain."
Get the fuck out of here.
For 2 hours, this is God trying to blow people off his property.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's fucking. For one, you have to say, okay, if I die, you have that mentality, like suicidal mentality.
Oh yeah,
because you're climbing that, man. That's why you even put yourself in that situation. I'm like, fuck that, man. You're out of your mind, camping out there, snow coming at you, everything, your lips are frozen off your face.
I don't get the appeal. I already hate winter. The last thing I want to do is go try to climb a mountain in it.
You gotta inject your Dax. What are they called? What's it called? Dax?
The dextro something.
I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta inject yourself with that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? That means you're not supposed to be up there. your blood, the oxygen in your blood can't handle being up there.
It's God telling you to turn around and go home.
But people want to do it. But what was did you give a rating, James?
What's that?
Did you give a rating?
Oh, no. Damn. I'm going to say it caught my attention. I've seen it before. I remember I've seen that before. I'm going to give it a 4.
Okay.
It's okay for me. I'm not into those type of movies. Just survival. Like, let me go do something stupid. Then I got to, survive in the ocean on a raft or up in a mountain, in the woods. All the same shit. Unless it's a documentary, it's a real thing, like that dude who cut his arm off and shit, or whatever it was.
24 or whatever it was.
Yeah, that's
100.
Cool.
Was that 100 and something hours?
Yeah, that was cool.
127 or something.
Well, not cool for him, but I'm just saying the movie is good. That documentary is good. That was cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I mean, it's not the greatest movie in the world. It's not the worst movie in the world. I'm kind of right there with Montgomery Wick down there. I'm right at that 6 as well. Remember this movie? Just watching it kind of brought me back to the nostalgia of what CG of the time was with the eagle soaring or whatnot.
Oh, it was the first thing I noticed. I'm like, what fake ass looking eagle when this movie starts.
And then the like you said, the intense opening first scene that starts out so family oriented and so nice and comforting, and then all of a sudden it switches and it's just an ultimate choice of life or death.
I'm surprised they didn't show when he peed his pants it dripping onto his father.
Chris, that feels like Bambi, man.
There goes R. Kelly again, making his way in the movie.
That's what he would. Son,
definitely.
Keep peeing on me. Sorry, Dad.
Yeah.
If he didn't want the rope cut before, he did then.
That's why he wanted to cut the rope so bad.
Oh my! Especially swinging around, he was hitting against shit, man. Don't fuck that, man. You shit. You did everything. You puked, shit, pissed, all the above, man.
Yeah. Decent, halfway decent movie. You know what I mean? I can't complain.
It's got some good action scenes, like I said.
Yeah.
With that being said, though, gentlemen, I'm going to give this movie a 4 as well with James. Kind of held my attention. Once you see like one of these type of movies, I feel like you've seen them all. Oh, we're going to climb a mountain for whatever reason. Half the crew is going to die. And then, like, I'm going to jump right into it. When Robin fucks up again, which this is what I tied into. I tied this in with Batman and Robin and the other one. And so, Robin's parents, his whole family dies from the whole trapeze thing or whatever. His father dies from him climbing on shit. It's like, does he fuck? And why didn't he call Batman, people? Like, Bruce, Batman, listen. Get that fast ass jet here. You know the coordinates. I know you're here anyway because you're always checking up on me. Some wild shit about to happen.
Yeah, if he had the Batwing, he could easily fly right up K2 and save his sister.
Not only that, he could have just fucking flew up there instead of climbing in general. Just fucking go up there. I'm on the top of a mountain. You flew. Well, do you have a fucking plane like this that can land literally anywhere and it'll just hover over?
Do you have no sense of adventure and triumph, my friend?
All right.
So, yeah.
Everybody's lazy.
One of the things I don't get is, like, she's basically dead when he gets to her. Like, it looks like she's going to die within the hour. Mm-hmm. How it takes them so long to get up there, and then they're magically back at base camp almost immediately, to the point where she's about to taking her last breath, but somehow she gets back to base camp in time to be saved.
Yeah, I want to know how she got down to meet up with the helicopter.
Yeah, how the fuck are you getting down the mountain that fast?
Yeah.
They just rode her like a sled.
Hold on to the gurney, boys.
Like, obviously, that like the helicopter could only bring them so high, and then they're still hours away.
Yeah.
So you would have to think it's at least hours back down.
Yeah, definitely.
And
it wasn't an easy climb either. Like, how they get down the side of the mountain when they're fucking like.
What about like when he goes flying off the cliff so he can get that rope set and jams his axes into the other one? How's he getting basically a lifeless body back across?
Yeah.
Great freaking question.
It's the caucasity factor. I think that's what we're doing.
They're hoping no one caught that.
Yes.
The caucasity factor.
We have insiders.
Behind the scenes, I am going to, I had to find this online, but I am going to make my own little GIF. Maybe it'll be me going.
You know what you should do when we talk about these cheese and cracker movies, when we spin the wheel? Actually make a meter that says caucasity on one side and has like levels. Just getting closer and closer.
1 minute.
How much caucasity?
Wow.
From like a 0 to a 10.
Yeah,
I like that. I think we could probably muster something. We could probably muster something up with that.
Has anyone seen Cliffhanger?
Yes,
I was going to say it's kind of what started
with Stallone.
Yeah. So I mean, the script for this was originally meant to be a sequel to Cliffhanger, and then it just became its own thing, apparently, from what I was reading up on it.
Then another movie that was it. Ace Ventura: Nature's Calls 2. They vowed the cliffhanger scene with the raccoon hanging.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm not sure what led them from writing a cliffhanger sequel to this instead.
Yeah, I don't know.
This would have been so much better. Like, turn it into a horror movie. Make it like a fucking not even Hills Have Eyes. Just make some other type of creature that they're trying to fucking see, because white people are so damn nosy. Oh shit, there's Bigfoot up there. Let me go check it out. Like, Bigfoot throwing people off this cliff would have been awesome. Yeah, I would have been more entertained with it. It wasn't a bad movie though. Like, I'm not talking about it was a terrible movie, but it's not something I'd go back to.
Yeah.
And I only really watch it for the podcast. You know what I mean? Like, my wife loves the movie. She likes this movie. She likes these kind of movies, but it was okay for me. Like, I've seen bits and pieces of it with her, but it's like my first time actually sitting through and watching it. And yeah, like I said, I want to watch it again.
And I think peak caucasity in this movie is the two drunk naked guys sitting naked drinking at base camp. Like, that's peak caucasity right there. I think that's something only white people would do.
Yeah, definitely. That's a high level white.
High. And as soon as you saw that, they were definitely going to be characters or be involved in the plot at some point.
They were brothers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the two brothers just sitting there naked, reading newspapers and shit. I'm like, what the hell?
Drunk,
just
That's weird.
That is weird. That is weird.
But from their character names, they're actually named after some kind of like real climbing brother duo or something like that from like England.
Okay.
So was Montgomery Wick was a combination of like real climbing names from real climbers.
Okay.
Oh, you might have just answered this for me, because I was going to look it up after the movie and I totally forgot. I was like, is this one of the movies where it's based off a true story? They're like the real characters that died on the mountain.
Like, loosely, they added some flavor.
I don't know if the story itself, I don't know if there's any real life inspiration, but I'm sure someone's probably tried to go save their dead or family. So many people have died on that mountain in real life.
Yeah.
That part's true.
A lot. Yeah, that's still. I think that memorial is real. They had that up there, I think.
But like Montgomery Wick, he was named. It was like a combination of like two people. Thomas Montgomery is like the person that discovered the K2 peak or something like that. And I forgot where Wick came from. But I mean, there were a lot
John
of
Wick, badass.
Definitely not that. But the no toe thing was real.
Oh.
Like one of the guys whose name they use, like from one of the climbers, has lost all his toes. Like it's super creepy looking.
Damn.
No, thank you.
Fucking hate the cold, man. Fucking hate
Yeah,
it.
me too. Can't stand it.
I am never going mountain climbing.
Nope.
Nah, me either. That's too much for me. But
you know what? I'm gonna take up step. I'm never going hiking. There you go. I'll take the next level.
I'll go hiking.
Fuck
Yeah,
hiking.
I'll do hiking in a couple peaks.
Hiking's
safe ground.
Hiking's close, man. The trails get steep a little bit. A little bit steeper,
easy
man. You gotta
trails.
take out the rock climbing gear.
Beginner trails.
I was gonna say it depends on the altitude for me.
before we get any further, what is everybody sipping on? What's everybody drinking? What's everybody?
From here, it looks like you're drinking fucking Yoo-hoo.
It does look like it.
It's not Yoo-hoo.
That's Kahlua.
This, my friends, my brethren, is pink lemonade Smirnoff, strawberry, the Starburst mixed strawberry, and Southern Comfort, 100 proof, of course, because I'm classy. This is fucking delicious.
In a giant mug.
Yeah, but listen, guys, I did not go Batman crazy on this shit, or should I say batshit crazy? I mean, it's the same, right? We know what I'm talking about. I didn't go Batman Forever on this one. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to that episode. It's either Batman Forever or Batman and Robin. Don't know. Both movies are pretty much a lump of shit. Go watch those episodes. You will see by mid-episode what I'm talking
Aaron
about.
disappears for a half hour.
Yes. I did.
Oh, boy.
I've got some For Love Nor Money IPA here from Wolf Hollow Brewing.
Okay.
Cool label. And
Yeah,
it's quite tasty.
And I am drinking flavored Trulies.
Nice.
Someone's getting white girl wasted to go with the movies.
Yeah.
I got some spiked lemonade.
Nice. What did you mix it with?
Vodka.
Okay.
Yeah, that's usually the go-to.
Puerto Rican rum, but
nah.
Oh, been there, Bacardi. Yeah.
No.
You don't like it?
I used to drink this all the time. I get the I used to live off the raspberry one. Like that's the one I got because you get the fucking like 1.75 liters or something for like $20.
Yeah. No, definitely.
See, since we're talking about cheap drinks,
that was old school, young age.
One that I got that like I couldn't even drink. I ended up giving a bottle away to who I don't remember. Devil Springs.
Oh yeah, hell no.
Wow.
I don't even know what that is.
It's basically like pure alcohol. It's like
it smells like rubbing alcohol.
Yeah.
You know,
so like Everclear.
Yeah,
I've never had Everclear, but probably
pretty much.
Yeah.
But and the reason why I got it, right, because only had a few dollars. My cousin was like, "Yo, when you go to the liquor store, just grab." He said, "Grab the strongest you can get for this much." I think we had like maybe $15. Grab the strongest you can get, and I went in there. I said, "Hey, what's the strongest stuff you have for this?"
See,
like,
now when you're in that situation, you're in for a bad time.
You're right.
I'm looking for the strongest thing I can get for this amount of money.
For $15 with Devil Springs.
When that's your train of thought, you are in for a bad day.
Here's how you know Devil Springs is fucked up. I also got a similar story, but with a 40 and Big Bear. Is when you have a family of drinkers and they don't even want to fuck with, like, nope. Mm-mm. But they're like my cousins and shit that are older than me, my uncle, and they're like, nah, I've had that. I don't know why you got fuck that. No. Because that shit is like, I had a couple shots of it. I even played, I remember bringing it to a friend's house. We were playing Flip Cup with it. That shit is horrible. Like, even when you mix, and like we mixed it, even when you mix it, what? You still, yeah, man.
You're playing Flip Cup with liquor to begin with?
Oh, that's how I used to play all the time.
Really?
Oh, hell no.
I'm going to tell you right now, back in those days, I was like the drink king as far as making these drinks. And I would always bring like a bottle to anybody who invites me to a house party. I always bring a bottle. At the time, it wasn't Soko. It was I love Soko way too much to be doing this. What the fuck was it? E&J. It was E&J.
Yeah.
But anyways, when I make drinks for people, I'd make a drink. Yo,
it looks like Aaron's double fisting.
Perfect. Nah, just one. Because I look at it like, what's the point of having 18 drinks? You make that one that's that, get you that.
Yeah, get you that. Post.
Ready?
I used to drink all types of shit, man.
I won't go anywhere near Sambuca.
Oh, I used to drink that too.
Well, if I smell it, I want to throw up.
See, it's sticky.
I
It's
like
really
that.
sticky.
I'm at that point. Where it's not to throw. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
And that's one alcohol I had one time to where I taste the alcohol and got sick from it and didn't go back to it. Like my wife, I've tried. Like my wife has like a margarita. I'll taste a little bit of it, but I can still taste the tequila. So I'm just like, the flavor. Yeah. The flavor is really good. But
See, I could do those drinks with tequila, but I hate Jose Cuervo. That shit is nasty.
That's the one. Is that from the night you fucked up your knee?
No, that was camping, and it tastes like cigarette butts.
Oh.
So, but I was doing. We're playing Connect 4, and you gotta take shots if you lose.
Mixed with.
That's a short round of Connect 4.
Oh man.
You guys, I don't remember the game.
I don't miss playing games to get hurt. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I do not miss games to get hurt. Nope.
I don't remember what the game was called, but basically you would say, there's like maybe 4 or 5 words you say during the game, and there are certain words you couldn't say back to each other or whatever. I learned this game drunk.
It don't go on. You mess up the first person. That's a lot of thinking power for that game, man.
It is, but the funny, like, I was the only one because I started drinking early that night or whatever. I was just making strong drink, like I was telling you guys. Everybody else was just kind of chilling, sipping something kind of light, and just So they're teaching me this game. I'm already drunk, I fucked up like 7 rounds in a row. I just kept having, and then when you fuck up, you have to take a shot or drink. So I'm just go there, like, Aaron, you know what? We're gonna do something else. We're gonna play something else or whatever because you are fucked up right now. He lost every single round.
Aaron can't get out of the game. The smart person will back off, like, okay, I'm losing too much. I need to sit down. He's like, no.
Whenever Aaron loses, he has to take shots of coffee now.
We were also, because we were like sitting around a table. It was my uncle's dining room. We were sitting around a table, and we all had drinks. And just like I said, I had already started, and it was fun though. It was a good time, and it was just like, oh man. Don't learn new things when you're drunk, people. You're not gonna get it at all, and you're not gonna remember the game. You're not gonna remember what it's called or anything about it.
That's one of those things where if you ever want to do it again, you have to get drunk again to do it because that's how you
have those like riding a bike moments. It all comes back.
It's like you didn't know you knew algebra unless you were drunk.
Yeah, it's one of those things too where it's like, say you're like, okay, so sober right now, so what I'm gonna do is once I get drunk like this, I'm gonna write down the game, the rules for the game, or I'm gonna record it and say it. And say you try to write it down or whatever, I'm gonna record it and say it. So the next day when you're sober, you're looking at it, you're trying to read what you wrote, like, what the fuck is this? You try to look back at the video, it's just you saying some stupid shit, drunk and slurring, like what?
It's like
the plan didn't work.
Drunk me has a lot of friends. Sober me has never met.
Not at all. Like, who is this?
Wow.
Should we talk about the movie?
Yeah.
I probably one of them.
Dive into this movie, which to me, you know what it is with this movie too. There wasn't much of a story. It was pretty much a family. At the very beginning, you see a family doing this fucking mountain climbing shit, and Robin has to make a tough decision. And he makes that decision where he has to cut the rope.
And of course, his sister holds it against him for 3 years until he saves her life.
Yep.
But what's mind-boggling is that people really do pay millions of dollars to try to climb this fucking mountain.
Yeah.
There's so many things I'd spend millions of dollars on it.
Yep.
Oh hell yeah!
Fuck
yeah!
insane,
And it wouldn't have anything to do with nothing. Millions of dollars.
That's just crazy people, man.
No, thank you.
It's. I mean, I respect it. I just wouldn't do it. Like, I respect skydivers and all that shit. More power to you. I wouldn't do it. And it's like we just, as humans, we just want that next like fucking adrenaline. I'm not saying us in just people across the board want like that extra rush for some strange reason. I get it, but then it's like, okay, this is going overboard. Like, if I do this, it's either I do this perfect, or I die or get really fucked up. Like, there's no in between. There's no like, if I fuck up and slip, like if you fall off a mountain, you're either dead or very, very, very fucking injured. There's no, oh shit, I just twisted my ankle.
Yeah, but then comes into play also the whole aspect of like the leveling up for like the corporate guy. Well, do you want to just go back? You think that's going to help your business? We got to go and we got to finish this, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, nah, man, like, yes and no. Like,
I get leveling up, and I get getting past your barriers, but
It's ridiculous.
come on, that's not worth it. Like you want to be there to be able to get past your barriers. You don't want to die on this goddamn trip.
That's part of like being good at your job is knowing that with this kind of weather, you can't do it right now.
Right.
Exactly.
Like
Right.
if I'm paying a guide, I expect them to know what's best. If they're telling me this is dumb, we have to go back. Okay.
Yep.
And as if climbing the mountain wasn't enough, let's strap a canister of an explosive to your back as well.
Yeah.
Multiple
Wild shit.
canisters with multiple explosives.
Yo,
Like,
those scenes were cool. They fucking went up, man. That was like a fucking nuke. It was like-
Yeah, man.
that part, you knew that was going to happen as soon as he was yelling down to them. Cover
Oh
the
yeah, definitely.
they're gonna explode. So they covered it in snow. You knew they were gonna fucking all explode. You knew it was gonna be a big explosion. I'm just like, yo, and you know what I was thinking when this movie went off? I was like, yo, so this dude attempted this. Now I have a quick question before I say this. So did her sister, did she survive or did she die? At the
Yeah.
end?
No,
She
she
survived.
Okay. So basically, everybody that went up there with him to go save his sister fucking died.
Yeah.
Except,
Except for him and the girl.
yeah.
Blonde-headed chick.
So everybody else died.
Yep.
Yep.
And it
Even-
didn't seem to phase him at all.
And every top hiker too. Like the two main dudes.
Yeah. And then you had No Toes Jones. He dies because of the fucking whole rope thing.
Montgomery Wick.
Yeah.
My bad. Montgomery Wick was Montgomery. This story should have been more about Montgomery Wick because he at least had a reason to really be up there. And if you think about it,
He's been searching for his wife for years, who Vaughn
was-
killed, basically.
Yep.
Yeah,
By that same dude, that millionaire. Billionaire.
So I'm sure he was
fucking
fine
murderer.
with cutting the rope. He got peace with his wife, and he also
Oh, yeah.
kills Vaughn in the process.
Yep.
yeah, exactly. That's what I was gonna say. It's romance. It's beautiful. It's kind of a fucked up, beautiful story.
Is that the connection?
He seems to be unaffected
fuck?
by the cold, unlike everybody else.
Well, he has no toes. You don't have toes. You don't have affected by the cold. That's not a scientific fact. That's a popcorn and pints fact. So you don't.
Once you lose your toes, you're immune to cold. Nothing else
Yeah.
freezes. Oh,
I mean, that's what I learned from the movie. I'm not saying it's true.
He's nubbing his way up the hill.
Your toes and your fingers are the only things that can feel cold.
Yeah, exactly.
He got the ice picks for legs. Just
Yeah.
like,
Him and his club foot
Oh, man.
hobbling like the penguin hobbling up the mountain.
Oh boy.
It was, but his story was like the best story. His story was an actual story of why he's there. Like, I mean, I don't know why he went up there in the first place with him and his wife, but
You know what? A movie based on his character would have been a lot better.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, he should have been the main character. Robin should have just been a sidekick like he was in fucking, like he is. You're a sidekick for a reason, Robin. You are a sidekick for a reason. Batman, none of this shit would have happened. He's saving everything.
Donald.
You need your subplots, but his story should have been much more developed and should have been the main plot.
Yeah, I agree.
100%. 100%.
Yeah, I think I would have liked it way better if it was like that.
It would have made more fucking sense. It would have made more sense. It would have made way more sense. Like, this guy comes up here every day or every year, every at such and such a time he comes up here, he camps out here, and he's trying to find his wife. And
They did answer a question for me though, because if he knew that dude killed his wife, why didn't he take him out as soon as he sees him, right? So I'm like, okay, I was like, what the fuck's going on? So he wanted to prove it first. That's why when he found the body, he checked her bag because she always carries it.
Yep.
So he knew that dude killed her because he took all the shit.
Yeah, because he tried to. The reason why that is important, what you just said, is because there's a point where he was telling Robin the story, I believe, right? Or he's telling everybody. He's telling somebody the
No,
story.
he was basically telling Robin.
Okay,
They became another father-son duel thing.
Yeah, so he was telling Rob, he's always looking for that. Yep, because Batman was like a dad to him. No Toes like a dad to him. Montgomery, I'm sorry,
Clubfoot.
No toes.
But oh fuck, what was I talking about? Shit, I had a great point and forgot. What was I saying?
I don't know. You started ranting on making fun of the fucking characters, and you forgot what you were saying. Oh man,
I sound like myself too much. Every fucking episode, I do this shit. I'm both.
Then he'll remember that towards the end.
One honest, there's not a lot of jokes in this movie, but the one that definitely made me laugh is when they're in the helicopter going up, and the one of those two brothers is lifting his leg over his head, and the one person turns to him and is like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm trying to kiss my ass goodbye."
Yeah, I did. That my wife pointed it out too.
It was hilarious.
She's like, "What are you?" This movie was like I said, it's one of those ones to where you can honestly just kind of glance at it here and there and listen to it. You don't really need to really watch to know what's going on. People fall off a cliff. Guy goes on cliff to save his sister.
I did like the fallen parts.
Yeah. I would say
where they get fucking the whiplash and they just swing and slam into the side of a rock. I think that's pretty cool.
I think what seems like a really big plot hole in this movie is the fact that those Pakistani military guys would literally just leave those other canisters they didn't take just out in the open when they were locked up.
Yeah.
Before that.
Yeah.
Like the case is there, the lid's open, the 3 canisters are literally sitting there leaking. They never put them back. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, they're okay. They're chilling.
It would. You know what else would have made this better? If they would have showed the people stealing those canisters, like somehow smuggling them out or buying them off of one of the guys. Like, hey, here's some money. I need some of these canisters because I know that they're here. Blah 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 blah. Here's some money because there's always something that'll fucking, if you got a lot of money, okay, boom.
By the way, the canisters. Let's talk about those really quick.
The
canisters. So I don't know. I can't remember. I could be wrong on this. So when there was like 3 remaining, they've just left out, right? And they blew up first. Was that explosion smaller than the one with the 1 canister blew up on the mountain with the 2 people?
It all looked the same.
Did it look the same? Like the same? Because 3 of them, you think would be a bigger boom than just a little teacup that spilled into the snow in the sun.
No, you got it. You definitely have a point there. What they did, they just used that same thing and just had like different angles of the camera. It was one explosion. They had multiple cameras recording at once, just like around it. And they just show it from this camera. Show it from camera 7 at that scene. You show it from camera 8, and you show it from camera 14. So it just looks, they ain't gonna notice. We noticed, motherfucker. We noticed.
It wouldn't surprise me if they did that. But I mean, the size of the explosion definitely looked the same in like all of the scenes.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. It saves time. It saves money. That's the biggest thing. It saves money and it saves time. So it's like, why not use that if you can and do it, decent, which they did it decent, I guess I could say.
No.
Why not?
Unacceptable. This was no Michael Bay film.
Especially, I love the scenes where for some reason they become like superhuman when they fall off a cliff and they just one hand with the 4 fingertips grab an edge of the mountain and just hold on with one arm swinging. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What you just turned into Spider-Man? What the fuck happened? I'm like, that makes no sense, man. There's no way. You're not catching yourself. You have the gravity and your weight. It's gonna hit like the impact. Your hand not gonna grip that shit, and you're not gonna stop. There's no way.
There goes your arm, shattered.
Ooh,
just gonna ripped right.
No
off.
way, man. But they gotta put them in. It makes it. What's the word?
A little more entertaining.
Like boom, like oh my god, that was exciting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dramatic type shit feeling. They're like, oh my god, yeah, he's saved. He caught himself. He's holding on for a half hour with his 3 fingers until someone slides down to the edge and throws a rope to him.
Dude, and what about Bill Paxton gutting the guy and draining him of his blood? I'm like, what?
Hey, that was smart. That was quick thinking right there. You know, they need that liquid, and it was red. It was colorful. It wasn't just water or anything like that.
Well, with blood, the blood was still warm, and they wanted to melt the snow, which was smart.
Yeah. Shot it up there and fucking melted, and it made a big bullseye. Say, we're right here.
Before we get into that, though, or before we go past that, you know what I didn't like about that scene is, like, he comes up with the idea or whatever. He did that way too fucking easy. You know what I mean? Like, some people just like in a lot of movies, if something like that happens, they're like thinking about it, they're contemplating about it, they're talking to the other person, like, should I do it? Blah, 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 blah. Yes, but we have to do it to survive. And he's just like, this motherfucker's dead. Well, I killed him, so let me just get his blood. Basically, like, okay.
No, but I felt like they set his character up to.
Yeah.
That I don't think that was a surprise. He was doing what he wanted to do the entire movie.
They made him out like the ultimate survivor. No matter what, he's going to survive.
Yeah, it's a situational thing. He's going to make the call. He has to make that. He's going to do it. Action done.
He will kill anybody to save himself.
Save himself. Exactly. Yeah.
Because he did this once with Clubfoot's wife.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know she changed her name. So yeah.
Yep. So then I also love about the movie too. They always end the movie in the same situation as in the beginning of the movie. The father's hanging, got to cut loose. Then
Full circle.
Got to cut. Yeah, it's a full circle. It's like, wow, come on, seriously.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the word, right? That's the
Wait,
word.
did I stop it too soon?
This guy.
Dude. And I mean, to his sister's part, and I guess Bill Paxton, it seems like it'd be pretty difficult to try to act out lines and having to pretend to cough constantly like that.
Yeah.
One that, they're inching towards death there in their little cavern. Like that's got to really take a toll on your chest and like vocal cords, I would think.
On your fucking whole body. After a
And
while.
still, play out the scene like you need to.
Yeah, the shivering part and everything.
Yeah.
They're like constantly shivering. It's fucking I don't know. But here's the sister too. Here's another part. She's supposed to be a master climber. She's known in the world now. 3 years later, she's like one of the top dogs. You think she would have said, like when they're talking about, oh, the weather's bad, we got to turn back. She would have said, he's right. Fuck that. We got to go back. I can tell. Like Robin, he got out of the helicopter. And he was like he smelt it.
Yep.
And he was like, what the fuck? And he ran to the damn mic. He was like, that storm's coming fast. Like he knew.
True.
And so you think his sister would know, right? Same situation?
Yeah, it's a good point, man. Like she put up no argument with trying to keep going.
They're together though, right? Dating?
Him and his sister?
Not the millionaire.
Is
that her boyfriend? Well, if it is, man,
maybe they
give him a good D.
I feel like they lightly hinted at that once or twice, and then never really did anything else with that.
Yeah, it was weird. Like I said, I don't know. She should. Her father taught her everything. Remember, they're supposed to be like really smart. She just fucking went along with everything.
She really did. She didn't take the lead for anything. She's supposed to be this experienced climber.
Yeah.
She didn't seem too experienced.
Like, I understand the money part. Like, the one dude, the main dude, he was like legit. He's like, no, we want to go back. But he talked him out of it. He's like, it's, fucking good money, promotion. We get to the top or we wave. He was making all these, rich people do. I want my shit so I can be on TV with it. So we're doing it. And he talked him into it. But the girl should have said, no, you guys are fucking nuts. She had nothing to do with the money. She was like, let's go back. Nothing. She just went along with it.
So true.
So true. All for the equivalent of the clout of an Instagram post.
That's what it would be nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm on IG. I'm on a mountain. Fuck it. I'll green. Hey, listen, if you guys see me mountain climbing, I'm green screening that whole
This one's going to go viral.
I'm just in the attic.
Aaron barely leaves his house.
Aaron's in the attic with a picture of a mountain on the floor, and he sits on it, but how the camera's angled is like he's on it.
Shit. It'll be right in my computer chair. Just cover it up. Green screen. Sitting there. Make it look like my feet are swinging.
Do the one finger hold. I call it myself, and you're just sitting there with one finger on a rock.
Almost fell off.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Caught myself at the last second.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's why they call me Chocolate Spider-Man.
Wow. It's Venom?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, is that Venom?
Well, it's blue, though. Venom's like dark blue.
Venom's black.
Like the Oreo.
No, he's black, man. It's the black suit. That's when Spider-Man gets Venom
Black
in him.
Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, there's a black Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Miles
We're
Morales.
not talking Miles Morales. We're not talking Miles.
He is. He's black and Spanish.
We're talking about Venom when it takes over Peter Parker. Becomes the Black Spider-Man.
The symbiote.
Yeah.
Now we're talking about Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I don't know. I really don't have a lot left on this movie anyway.
Yeah, I know. It's like it's basic. Yeah.
They dropped the ball by not really having a story with this movie. If this movie had a story, it would have been so much better. If they told
it's
story.
It's not that there's no story; it's that it's just so thin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
basically took the story out and they just want to try to make it like the ultimate survival movie and rescue movie.
Yeah. It would have been
Yeah.
definitely could have wrote a better movie around the
agree.
Montgomery Wick
It was pretty
character.
much Robin and his sister fixing their relationship. They could have fucking did
There you
therapy.
go.
They could have did
What is
therapy
this?
and saved a lot of lives.
When did this movie
Think
come
about
out?
Yeah, no, she forgives him, like you said, after he saves her.
I want to say it was 2000, 2001.
My computer froze. I think it was like 2002 or something like that. So it was Chris O'Donnell's heyday. So it was probably just, hey, we got Chris O'Donnell under contract. Let's crank something out with his name on it.
Crank something out.
Yeah, I mean, he was the hot guy right then, right? He was the Paul Walker of them, right?
Oh, yeah, most likely.
So, guys, was he a better Robin or whatever character he was in this movie? I'll say a better Robin because I don't even know what the fuck he was in this
2000. It came out in 2000. So
2000, yeah.
Damn.
What was
No,
that
that's
question,
kinda-
sir?
It's like the same characters, kind of. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much, yeah. But yeah, you're right. He pretty much what I said. Was he a better? Well, Robin, he was more heroic as Robin. I said, was he a better Robin?
And fight scenes. He did some fights and as a Robin, so I guess I'll go with Robin.
Okay.
I don't know. He had less of an annoying attitude in this movie, I thought.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he was
like
meant
the
to be
more grown-up.
bratty in Batman, you know? He was meant to be kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parents
rebellious.
died. I'm rebelling. Yeah.
Right.
Flying
I got an excuse. Yeah, the flying Gracies.
Mm-hmm.
Gracies or Grayson?
Yeah, well, it also depends on what Robin you're talking to. There is like 16 of them.
That's why you don't sidekick for Batman.
Grayson, Dick Grayson, right?
It starts
Grayson.
making you Batman's a pedophile. Or like where you getting all these young boys.
And then he gets them killed afterwards.
Yeah, exactly. That's like a serial killer, right? Get the
Everybody's
young
got to
boys.
have a succession plan, okay?
Yeah. Well, anyways, you want to spin the wheel and move on?
Yeah, we could do that.
Anybody get a connection between these movies?
As my symbol, like Prince.
I could
Just
not think of nothing.
Cassidy.
The Caucasian. There you go. That's the connection. Damn Caucasian.
You guys are great.
You guys ready?
Go for it.
Wheel
Go for
of Destiny. Brought to you by the Z Network and Horror with Thirst 30 and also Popcorn and Pints.
I should have shuffled. I should have shuffled it.
It's like someone on fast forward trying to read all the fine print at the end of a commercial.
And it's the fine print. It's all in white. Come on, not the OG wheel.
Again?
Can we can we respin the 2000s wheel? We got this a lot.
No, it's been 2 weeks off from this guy.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah,
It's the
when we
destiny,
were-
man. Wherever it lands.
You're right.
Wheel
you're
of
right.
Destiny.
It's the
Next
wheel.
time, remember to shuffle it first.
I was gonna say that's what she said, but that doesn't even make any sense.
I'm telling you, man. Once
I
we
was gonna
whittle
say,
this
is that a
down
thing?
some more, I say we add the James Bond wheel.
Yeah, we should.
I'm cool with that.
Look, these are we hit this wheel so many times in a row that these are getting big enough to read on screen.
I'm
For
shuffling
sure.
this. Tell me when to stop.
Oh wait, my name is Bruce is on here. I want that guy.
As long as Freddy got fingered is not, we're good.
No,
we already went
no.
through it.
I will burn the film industry to the ground if we have to watch that again.
Oh, both Chris's and Ibrahim hate Tom Green.
Yep.
We have a strong affinity for the same dislike, my friend.
Anchorman?
No,
What is it?
Oh, what is that?
was here. Wish you were here. Wish what?
Oh, Zach Braff movie. That's mine.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Wish I was here.
I was just listening. He was just talking about this on his last episode of a podcast I was listening to, so I'm looking forward to seeing this.
Nice.
Shout out to Zach Braff and Donald Faison. We are Scrubs fans here.
Yep.
Big ones.
Yes, and if you guys need a new JD and Turk, me and Chris are your guys. Chris up top, you can be.
That's right, Chocolate
That's
Bear.
I don't know, Aaron. You don't cross that line like they did.
We can.
Say the Caucasian will agree with it, but Aaron won't.
I'd give Chris a hug.
The fall.
Would you let him jump in your arms and act like a baby and you hold him? and you swing him?
Eagle.
Yeah, I'd have to. The fall. This has
I
to be
don't
near,
know. It's not mine.
Yeah, it's
It's
got to
not
be
mine.
Ibrahim.
and it's it's gonna be a good movie too. I'm sick of his shit.
him in his good ass movies.
Yeah. I think there was like one movie and it was Dog that I wasn't crazy about. Every other movie of his, I gave like, I'm going to say a 7 or higher.
Okay.
Dude, except for as long as I don't have to go searching for subtitles to match up with a foreign language video that I couldn't find anywhere, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
Chris, we talked about this off air, what you need to do. You know what, Chris? You know what I'm going to
Learn
do?
French?
I'll put it on myself. James, let's go halves and get it for him for a housewarming gift.
Oh, the fire.
Dude, even you guys couldn't find that on your stupid stick.
No, I ended up finding it, though.
No, that's true.
Oh, did you?
No.
I had to go on it. I go on the internet.
Facebook, right? Or no, website. I had a website. I got a
We
website.
found it on like Facebook or something.
It was like the website where they do the films is like OK.ru at the end of it. The website.
It's a Russian website.
Yeah, basically. You're like, all right, watch it.
With the Fire Stick, but
Yeah.
That's how they did the election.
housewarming gifts. That's what we're getting you.
There you
I
go.
just bought a house, man. How now you want me to buy a fire stick?
No.
No, he said, we'll get you one.
Our gift to you. I'm being serious.
Housewarming.
That's our housewarming gift for you. It was either that or peeing on your leg.
Oh, well, hey. I mean, I'd take the fire stick, bro.
Yeah, I guess if I had to choose.
If you ever got stung by a jellyfish, Chris, I'm just saying, if you need somebody to pee on you, I would do it because
I would call you first.
Thank you.
Even though R. Kelly's the master at it.
Well, I'd play R. Kelly.
I don't know his number. I think he's a little preoccupied.
I just play his music in the background for inspiration.
What is his inmate number?
That's what I said. I don't know his number.
His inmate number is probably
It's an easy number for the young girls can remember it. It's
13.
like 1, 2. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I don't know what phone numbers spell out P.
Penis.
Hold on. Let me
It's like
look.
733, I think, or
733. He knew that way too fast. He knew that way too quick.
You know what? I'm changing my name. 733. And
What are you talking about? Yeah, he paid for an 800 number, man. It's 1-800 piss on me.
if you are watching this episode right now and listen to this whole bullshit we just said, you'll know why.
I mean, it's got the right number of digits if you spell piss with one S.
E. Psst. Hey, that's like the pissing sound. Psst. Kind of like when you're trying to whisper to somebody.
That's what when you're on hold. It's just like like someone pissing in a toilet.
I don't put you on hold on me. You're gonna hear me pissing.
the intermittent stop start. Let you know you're still on hold.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. No, I'm not calling you guys that anymore.
And when they click over, it's a flush.
Guys.
Transferring to the next available agent.
Final ratings for Vertical Limit. How many cord cuts would you give this movie?
I'm dropping. You know what? I'm dropping mine to a 5.
I'm sticking with my 4.
I'm sticking with a 4.
How about you, Puerto Rican Chris?
5.5.
5.5.
I dropped it a little bit too.
Just
Just talking about it, you're like, yeah, that guy was
a
boring.
little bit. Just a little
All right.
bit.
Before we even discuss this movie, how many heels to the eye would you give Single White Female?
I'm gonna give this a 5 too. I honestly didn't care. It was
Wow.
I'm going with about a 6.5. 6.5.
I'm going with Chris. I'm going with a 5 too.
Am I the only one that fucking enjoyed this shit?
Because there was a
It
lot of
wasn't
nude scenes, man.
horrible.
Eric, no, he gives
Boobs.
like 2.
it's because Aaron's gonna give it a high score because of boobs.
No.
It did have what, 4 scenes of boobage?
And I bet
There's a
Aaron,
few.
I know Aaron built up to like 5 extra points.
I think
until
he
seen that
also
one scene that dropped down 3. It was the dude's
Listen,
nutsack swinging.
This movie gets the Sir Sturdy stamp of approval.
Okay.
I'm not. Listen. I'm being serious with this.
Okay.
I'm not saying the titties didn't help it, but that wasn't the reason. I just liked. I mean, it helped, but that wasn't the full reason why. Like, I really didn't. I really enjoyed this movie. Like, I had a good time with it. I like how, because in my mind, I put it like how it can be a horror movie, like that twist in my mind.
No, it's definitely it's in that realm. It's a thriller. It's over the
because
line.
it was like she started out so calm and like obsessed with this. You know what I mean? Just jumping into when she has the roommate. She's so obsessed with this chick to the point of where she fucking dresses like her and dyes her hair and starts acting like her.
Calling herself Allie at the bar.
Yep.
She's crazy. She's nuts. It's some sick, psychotic, sexy shit. And I just, with that,
there's a peek into Aaron's world.
Yep.
With that being said, I love crazy. My wife is crazy.
Little boy haircuts.
No, not that. With that being said, with this, you already know that this movie, for me to give this out, this movie's a 9 for me. This movie has to be at least 8 or more. I really fucking like this movie. Like, I loved it. I was just like, why haven't I seen it? I've never seen this before. I never heard of it. I was like, why haven't I fucking seen this before?
I seen it before.
This was fucking amazing to me. I liked how it started out kind of slow, kind of, okay, so you have the chick right here that's, that's tied up in duct tape.
Allie.
I'm not going to even, we're going to just leave it at that. Yeah, Allie.
And
she's with
or
the
Hedda. Was it Hetty or Hedda?
Hetty.
That's it.
I don't know.
She gave a Hetty.
Yeah, it was Hetty.
She gave a Hetty in the one scene.
She did.
We'll get to that, which was just wow. For like, I wasn't expecting her to say what she said in that scene when she was telling the girl about it, but we'll get to that. But no, I like the redhead chick and her fiance. He cheats on her. His ex-wife calls, and this is when answer machines were out, people. For those of you who don't know what answer machines are, it's pretty much when you have a house phone, it's like voicemail, but to the fucking house. That's exactly what it's like, voicemail to the house.
I think our audience is not 9, Aaron.
Yeah, I do.
You never know. What if somebody's like 25? You got to remember.
I think they still know what it answer.
Maybe, James, maybe. 25 is 10 years younger than myself. That's a long time.
Rotary phone might be tough for them.
Ooh.
Yeah, that might be tough. Payphones. What's a payphone?
The fuck is a payphone? What do you mean? You have to pay for your minutes?
Oh, but a payphone.
Yes, we did too.
Is it called a track phone? Oh, motherfucker. It's a phone on the street you walk up to. Put a quarter in there.
Yo, could you imagine having to call 911 on a rotary phone? It's like 9 1.
You do know you don't have to let it go all the way down back. I used to go click, click, click like 3 in a row really fast and it worked.
It's not as quick as boop, 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 boop.
No, it's not close to that. Well, what you talk about? You just fucking push a button and go call. It's fucking voice activated.
True, you could do that as well.
Yep.
What the fuck are we talking about? Anyway,
I don't know.
Single white
We're
female.
talking about
No,
single white
so-
female.
This movie, like, I've known the name for so long, but I have not seen it before until now. I don't know, but it is like a cult movie that people have referred to for years and years.
I think that's why I watched it in the first place a long time ago. I seen it once.
Has
I
anyone
don't hate it.
Has anyone
good.
watched Orange is the New Black on Netflix?
Yes, I maybe like
Dude,
3 seasons.
the Hetty character seems like a twin of Pennsatucky,
Mm.
like the real redneck girl
Oh,
from Orange is the New Black. Sounds like her, kind of acts like her.
You sure it's not her?
It's not. Different actresses.
Okay.
Jennifer Jason Leigh, I think was the
Yeah,
actress's name.
yeah.
And like I knew the name. I'm like, that was a real popular 90s name. I went back looking at her IMDb, but for some reason nothing jumped out at me.
Yeah, same here. I was like, what the
So
fuck?
I don't know how I knew her name so well.
I'm so bad with names.
She looked really familiar too, like you've seen her and stuff.
Yeah. Definitely.
But I mean, it's described as like a psychological erotic thriller. I didn't think it was there was that much eroticness to it. Honestly, there's
She had a kind of crush with her.
You
a
had to
couple
read
sex.
between the lines.
I mean, there was a couple sex scenes, and that was about it. And
No, but it's more than it's the obsession that she had with the girl. She was so obsessed with her. She wanted to be her. Like if what you say her name was Allie? If Allie said let's have sex, she would have slept with her.
Oh,
She would've-
definitely.
Oh yeah.
That's why she kissed her in that one scene, and it worked on her. She backed off a little bit.
You know what I was thinking though too. I thought it was like a weird obsession, like almost like she looked at her as a sister, but also looked at her in like a sexual thing because she wanted to be like twins with her. And then I was questioning at the end of the movie because you know how when Allie goes through Hattie stuff, she sees the newspaper clippings, she sees all the stuff about how she had a twin sister and then twin drowned. So I'm like, I wonder if she killed her sister, drowned her sister. I mean, even if she did it by accident because she was just angry. Because when she thought she choked her out and killed her in the one scene in the elevator, she got upset. and like scared, and she was like upset and scared and nervous. And everybody else she killed, she didn't do that. She didn't care. But for her, she was just like, oh my goodness, like I hurt in my mind my lover / best friend, whatever you want to call it. And I was just like, this movie I fucking enjoy it. And it was very ironic with a lot of the things, even her being duct taped to a chair.
I like the scene where she thought she killed the best friend.
Correct.
And he was like in a coma for like 3 days.
I was
just wakes up in a tub.
that's like my biggest like what the fuck note I wrote down. Like this guy's how many days has it been since she knocked him out?
It was like 2
put him
weeks.
in the tub, and he's just been laying in this tub since then, and then magically wakes up at this exact moment.
Yeah,
like
fucking Ibrahim, man. I gotta pull this up and share the screen what he just shared in the group chat. Ibrahim, listen, man. I don't know why you did that. What's up? You know I'm sharing this bullshit.
wow.
I saw that he sent this.
Nicolas Cage crashes Nicolas Cage festival. I guess I have to play it, right? It's on mute.
It reads a short story in a very nice Nick Cage way.
How long is it? Half hour?
I would punch the fucking fuck out of him.
33 seconds is
no 33 seconds, not a half hour. Oh my goodness. This makes me want to fight him.
Why?
I would just fucking beat. Oh my goodness.
He did it because he figured the fans would get a kick out of it. It's the Nick Cage festival.
Nicolas Cage did this because he knows that I have.
Oh my god, there's that many fans?
You did. There's more than 5.
I thought there was gonna be like 5 in the audience.
You know what it is?
He's really been using the hair dye.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Jesus.
The Caucasian.
I was a Nick Cage fan. If I can be frank with you, I was a Nick Cage fan for a while. All right. Then some things started to change, and I reached puberty, and I realized
I did.
what good acting was.
I told these
but
guys.
I still enjoyed
I like how you associated puberty with knowing what good acting is. That's a good one.
I told these guys, I was like, the only movie I really don't mind of his is Con Air.
What about, are you going to watch the sequel to Face Off when that comes out?
They're doing a sequel?
Yes, they are, and they're both in it.
I will.
I think you have to. You have to.
Because one of you motherfucking assholes is going to put it on the hate wheel. Just to get a reaction from me whenever we get to the hate wheel, which we haven't touched that wheel yet. I am fucking dying to get.
No, we've touched that, haven't we?
No, not at all.
Have we not?
No, because
I thought that's how we did Freddy Got Fingered and stuff.
No, that was on the OG wheel.
Oh,
that's originally on the OG wheel. Because remember, for the OG wheel, what did we do? We did 10 movies a piece, and we did
a lot of movies
bad and 7 like decent, like 3 just fucking whatever.
That's right. Damn.
So we didn't hit the hate wheel yet. I want to hit that wheel so fucking bad.
I don't remember what I put on it.
I know I put The Sound of Music because you don't like musicals, and I like that movie a lot. I like that.
You should have did Midnight Meat Train.
That's on Horror Search 30, actually.
That one's a musical, right? I'm not going crazy.
Well,
no, there's no. I don't know. There might be, but there's a horror movie called Meat Train.
What's the horror? Repo. I'm sorry, Repo Man.
Oh,
Repo, the musical, the horror musical, or something like that.
I've never seen it. Who put Saving Ryan's Privates on there? I think that's the question.
I think James did that.
Guilty. I never say that. Well, I know how they save them.
I put The Sound of Music on there, and I put like a fucking Tom Green movie on there, and I don't remember what else.
I hate you.
I wish that was the next wheel.
Let me ask you this: Whoopi Goldberg, right? Is that
Goldberg?
Auditioned for the role of Allison, the main character for this movie.
Ugh.
How weird would that have been? Well, first off, I probably wouldn't have been called single white female.
No, it wouldn't be. Single black female.
Yeah, too. They would have to take the sex scenes out.
It wouldn't have worked.
No,
I'm not saying that just because it's single white female. And this is like white people shit. This happens to white people all the time. It makes more sense with the story.
Well, I mean, this is also written on a book, so honestly, even if she was cast,
why do you show up to it?
Maybe there wasn't a title for it though. Maybe they were just casting for a film and they didn't have a title for it. Or they didn't release the title.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean? They're just like, listen, we're telling you how the story goes, kind of thing. People found out, blah blah blah. Let me go check it out. So that's probably that's what I'm guessing. Like if Whoopi Goldberg went for the fucking lead role of the movie's called Single White Female, it's kind of fucked up because people would be mad as shit if Sandra Bullock went for a single black female. Even though I know they whitewash a lot of movies, but I'm just saying.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Either way, interesting.
Yeah.
This was also the chicken wheel, or the chicken wheel, the cheese and crackers wheel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Figured, because there's a lot of this shit going on.
Also, it's a lot of the caucasity wheel.
Yes.
I still think you need to make that meter.
I have to figure out how to do it.
What level of caucasity is this? But
I may be able to do something to where it would be multiple meters, and I'm just like, boom, I just kind of put them up and have them in the same exact spot, like line up over each other.
Yep.
So I'm sure Aaron can help us with that, Chris.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Bridget Fonda, who plays Allison, basically had her choice of roles between Allison and Hetty, and she chose Allison because she said it was the more difficult role.
Is she a relative to another famous actor or somebody?
Fonda. I meant to look it up. Jane. I don't know.
Jane.
I don't.
Jane Fonda.
I meant to look it up, and I'm not sure. They were both actresses were wearing wigs in this, of course.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, it was fucking. You could tell at some parts. Like I'm bad at pointing that shit out, but I'm just like, that's a fucking wig. Oh my gosh, that's. If I can tell, that's bad, because I can never fucking tell. I can never fucking tell.
Right around the sideburns. You can tell.
Little boy wigs.
Yep.
Those were little boy haircuts all around. It seemed like.
It's the bowl cut.
And like I've always heard the name. Like I've heard the name Stephen Tobolowsky a lot.
If we do a Bond, we need to do a Steven Seagal wheel, or at least some movies.
No.
He's a Russian agent.
Yeah.
Dude, he's like a Russian citizen now, like a big Vladimir Putin guy.
I still want to do some of his
Really?
movies.
I think he lives in Russia.
Damn.
Wow.
Oh, you know what?
Okay,
go ahead.
So, like the other guy actor that hits on Allison, like the actor's name. I've seen him in a bunch of stuff.
Oh,
never know his name.
Her boss, the one who hired her for the programmer.
Seen him in a lot of stuff. I've never known his name. I've always heard the name Stephen Tobolowsky in jokes for like character actors, and this is the first time I've put the name and the actor together. Together finally. I'm like, that's who that fucker is. He's like in so many things.
Yeah.
First time I see him at like this age frame of his life or whatnot.
Oh yeah,
like,
he looks so young compared to.
As of late, I remember him from a Netflix show called One Step at a Time. I think it is. It was a remake or whatnot that they did. And he played a boss, but he played a complete opposite type of nerdy person. He was
Did really? Because I was gonna say because I feel like the majority of the time I see him, he's playing the same kind of asshole-ish character.
Yeah, this time he was a kind of a lovable nerd. Just didn't really. He was awkward, like sociably awkward type deal, but he was a doctor.
Huh. Kudos to him. That's if I got into acting, I think that's kind of the career I would want. Just constantly be a side character in all this shit.
Yeah.
Have the steady work and not have to deal with the super fame and everything like that.
Yep. For that one character, they know you. They're like you're on speed dial of all the directors.
Because for certain situations, like a good situation, like being in a movie, for example, or like podcasting shit, stuff like that. That's creative. I love being the center of attention.
Shocker.
So for something like that, yeah, I know. Black.
No way.
I wasn't gonna say anything. You made it a racial thing. Okay.
Yeah, no, of course. Who doesn't? I mean, you kind of have to, right?
I had to.
If you give me a steady paycheck, man, I'll be a fucking guy who sits at the diner at the bar stools and eating my breakfast.
Oh fuck yeah, shit.
Background actor, man. Background.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Listen, all I'm saying is, if you wanted me to be a lead role in your movie, I would do it. If you want me to be a backup, I would do it.
Aaron and I are a package deal, and we have to be credited in the credits as mixed race couple.
Yeah, and so and seeing as how Chris put that out there, the other Chris and James, it's same with them.
Oh yeah. Another main character.
Mixed race couple in background.
Yeah, everybody.
What just happened?
I'm a power.
How did I
top,
just
by the
get
way.
married?
It happens, man. It's brotherly love.
It sneaks up on you. You're trapped.
Not even in Vegas, damn it.
Gotta be in Vegas. We're all in the 518. We're all in the 518. This is actually the first Popcorn and Pints episode with more than two of us where we're all in the 518.
Rock on, man.
Yes, because we had when my brother Henry was on, he's in Colorado. I don't fucking know the area code for that or zip code, whatever code that shit is.
420.
No, it's 7 something.
720?
719.
719. Shout out to 719. Shout out to wherever Ibrahim is in Cali. Shout out to Ibrahim.
90210.
We miss you so much, it hurts.
That's funny. My area code in Queens was 718. The fuck?
But-
How'd I get a 718 down in Queens?
I guess we should really start divulging and diving into this movie. Like,
Dude, it did not take long to see some boobs. That was
No.
No.
Quick.
I mean,
No.
they're titties. They're not big titties, but titties are titties. No?
made Aaron's week.
Been my day. I won't say week, I'll say day. But no, it was like,
Who laughed? Seriously, who laughed their ass off? The part when the dude jumped out of bed and his fucking balls were hanging low, swinging.
Oh yeah, I noticed.
I was
I
so
was like, oh, come on, man. I was like, yeah, man.
Listen, I don't-
Nuts,
I didn't notice and I didn't look. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm kind of glad I didn't.
You saw the sack swing in there.
Yeah.
Just a
And
quick
it's-
glimpse. Just a quick glimpse. It's
like a
it was,
pendulum.
it was, I mean, it was hanging low like a pendulum. Yeah.
Yeah. It was like,
disgusting, and men's bodies should not be objectified. We are.
He was. He must have been feeling pretty warm.
He should have been dressed.
I just laughed. I didn't expect it. I
Like,
was like, oh,
obviously, she didn't finish.
fuck.
Those suckers are getting splashed on when he sits down to take a dump.
Oh gosh, splashed on.
That's called Neptune's kiss. No joke. Look it up.
No.
He said, no, I don't want to know. Oh, shit.
No, it's like on Urban Dictionary. I think that's.
Neptune's kiss. Nice.
I'm
The
looking it
last
up.
time I looked something up was Blue Waffle. I haven't looked
Yeah,
anything
same
up
here.
since.
Yeah.
I looked up.
Yeah.
I was talking to someone at work one day, and I don't know how or why, but I used the term hot salad, and I'm like, that just sounds like it should be something, and it was, and now I don't remember.
I'm going to tell you guys something. I have something on the Urban Dictionary thing. I'm not lying. Look up Urban Dictionary oil change.
Oh, no.
And matter of fact, you know what? I'll pull it up.
Is that a dipstick?
Oh, boy.
You go to the brown eye first?
Look up Neptune's kiss. That's what I'm doing. The splashback of cold bog water up your ring piece when dropping the kids off at the pool.
Wow. Nice. Good definition.
So not your sack, but your
That was a good
your
definition.
a-hole.
Like that. Damn.
The splash when your deuce drops.
Oh.
That's Neptune's kiss. When you think that toilet paper's getting wet when I go to wipe.
I like it.
Oh man, I figured it would have been like the tear of the weeping eye or something.
There it is.
I'll even pull it up so you guys can really see it. Neptune's kiss.
Dropping the kids off at the pool.
That's great.
I believe this was from 2009. So proud of myself for this.
What was hot? I looked. Hot
Oh,
salad.
be up here.
Oil change.
Hot salad to give a rim job to somebody who has just taken a shit.
Oh no!
Wow.
No! No!
Okay, Sturdy Dirty, July 4th, 2009. Independence Day, I did this. Independence Day.
Wow.
That's very American. It says first carts. You used to go under a car, you roll under your girl when she's on her period, heavy flow.
Wow.
Take out the old tampon, and if blood gets on your face, that's okay. You're doing your job right. Clean her up, put put in a new tampon.
No! No!
What is wrong with you?
Wow.
No!
144 likes and 168 haters.
I like the one underneath.
45.
That one's better.
No, it's not. Mine is
Oh,
the
no,
best.
it's not.
Oh man,
Damn, man.
we
No!
got way off topic.
Shouldn't have been changed the transmission.
Listen, because the redhead. How do you think she dyed her
No
hair?
tranny fluid, bro. No tranny fluid. I'm good.
No, it wasn't training food. That's a never mind. We're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there.
But anyways, wow. Damn. Okay.
So you're welcome, you guys, for I taught you guys something. You're welcome.
And I don't appreciate it.
Yeah.
Chris, I do this for you, man. I do a lot for you guys. I teach you definitions. I say crazy shit. You guys don't appreciate anything. But no, let's get into this movie. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this movie. I want to know why you guys gave it such a...
First off, Hetty deserved to die after she threw the puppy out the window.
Yeah.
Yes, that was...
Anybody that harms an animal, kill them.
Animals and muscle cars.
Uncalled for.
You get jealous over a dog and just you get mad.
It was a cute puppy, too. Such a cute little puppy. And she just the bitch dropped out the fucking window and acted like she left the window. Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that fucking scene, man.
This is disturbing that they showed.
You know what was funny, though, when I was watching this movie? It's when Hattie's going crazy. My first thought was Chris Brown had this shit settled fucking days ago. As soon as she started acting up, bow! Out. And then Ray Rice in the elevator with her. Like if Alice had Ray Rice in the elevator with her, none of that shit would have went down. Ray Rice would be like, all right, bitch, you're acting too crazy. And he would have dragged her out the elevator like the other chick dragged her out the elevator or tried to. Just saying.
Oh man.
I did it.
Dude, and like there's no so Allison also goes to sell her software to the Mitch guy, and he was clearly going to hit on her or try to force himself on her because like right away. Like you could see that coming a mile away.
You could tell. I mean, because in those, and I'm not judging, nor am I saying that this is 100% true across the board. But I'll say it's portrayed in movies when guys have those positions, as far as working in fashion or anything to do with hair, anything to do with like something you would expect a female to be doing job wise. You suspect that character to be gay, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying you always expect, you know what I mean? Expect the character to be gay because hair salon, selling women's clothing, all this other stuff. This guy clearly wasn't. And he makes I can't even say a pass at it because what he did, he molests her. He molests her. And like, he molests Alice. And you know, the thing that I was thinking at that part, I was like, please hit him in the nuts. Fucking hit him in the nuts. And she fucking hit him right in the nuts. Hard as fuck, too. And then she ran like she was supposed to. And I'm just like, yeah. And you know what was crazy is he ended up saving her life later in the movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is
but
weird.
tried to do the same shit.
But so with that being said, I do have a serious question.
Yeah, but he tried to do the same shit. He was on top of her. He wasn't trying to help her up. He was trying to take advantage of the situation. Scumbag.
Mm-hmm.
Was he though? Was he trying to rape her then?
That's why he was straddled over. Well, he could have picked her up or fucking cut her loose. He didn't have to fucking sit on her chest.
I thought he fell on her. I couldn't remember.
No.
It was an awkward position for him to be in to try to save someone.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
He tried to grab a feel and everything first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got a point. You got a point.
Dude, and like in the blowjob scene when Hetty sneaks in and Sam's sleeping, I was like so sure she was just gonna bite it off.
Yo.
Like I didn't think she was like I really thought she was gonna bite it off until it was over.
Damn.
And she so but I didn't forget when she what she said in that scene. I was not expecting this. When she was referring to she was like, yeah, blah 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 blah, and he came in her mouth. I wasn't expecting her to say that. I'm not gonna say what she said verbatim because you guys ain't getting me. You're not getting me. But that's what she said. I was like, oh shit, they really fucking went there with this. They really went there. I like this movie. Now
that was an awkward by the way.
Really quick, this movie is a 10 for me.
Damn.
I'm bumping up from a 9 to a 10. I really had a great time with this movie. And again, all joking aside, yes, the titties help, but minus the nudity in it, I just had a good time. Like I liked the story about this. It's actually had a good fucking story. It was a fun story, and it's something you can almost play out in your mind to where it could be a horror. Excuse me, like a horror / thriller type of movie. As far as Hattie being like a serial killer in different states, she has like multiple personalities or whatever, and she attaches to people. And as soon as they quote unquote turn on her or grow away from her, she takes that as like disrespect and kills everybody that they care about, and eventually kills them and tries to become them or whatever. And but that's what I got from it. And that's why I enjoyed it. So why the hell didn't you guys like this movie? Go ahead. I'll shut up now.
I don't even know if I gave a rating for this movie. Did we give?
You gave it a 5.
Okay, you're right. Yeah. I forgot. I'll stick with it. It was okay. I didn't hate it, but
I didn't hate it. I don't know. Parts of it were like really cheesy, and honestly, I'm kind of. I don't know what I was expecting. Thinking this came out in was the early 90s. I'm like, this seems pretty risque for something to have been playing in theaters and stuff back then.
Mm-hmm. I say yes and no, because you got to remember all the crazy shit that came out in like the 70s and 80s. The early 90s was still like that cusp. I think stuff started really toned down. I'll go out on a limb and say maybe like the mid 2000s to an extent, kind of toned down as far as how it was from, let's say, the 70s to the early 2000s. Or
here's a question: when Showgirls come out? Because that was in theaters and everywhere.
97, high 90s, yeah.
I'm not sure.
97, 98, I think. That would be my guess, my range.
Maybe 95, but yeah, that range.
Showgirls was crazy.
I haven't even seen. I've seen bits and pieces. I haven't actually seen the whole.
I was gonna say I can honestly say I haven't seen that movie.
What's the other one? The fucking alien chick that was sleeping on everybody like that. Yeah, Species, when that fucking came out.
That was around the same time, I want to say.
Okay.
No, it was a weird time for sci-fi movies around that time.
Yeah, that's true.
I think what it is though is they were trying, because like the 80s, early 90s. Of course, we all love it. It's nostalgia. It's fucking fun. It's beautiful. But I think they were trying to get away from like that 80s kind of, like everything being the same. Because no matter what, for the 80 movies, you love them or hate them. We all love them, like I always say, because we come from that era. They're all like no matter what genre, it could be romance, it could be comedy, it could be horror, it could be drama, whatever. They still have like that same style, like the same jokes, the same. It's almost like the same movie, just a different story, in a sense. Of course, some stories are deeper than others, whatever the case may be. Boom, boom, bam, bam. But they're very close and very, very similar. And I feel like they're trying to get away from that in the 90s, like the early 90s. They're trying their best to get away from it. But at the same time, I feel like it's just something that goes on and on and on, like every single, let's say, decade. And it still goes on now. Like, okay, let's use the Conjuring universe, which I love. It's like, okay, this is doing so good, so let's do this. And let's use Marvel. Marvel has a universe. Oh, horror. Hey, let's do a universe with the horror now. Let's try this out. And both were successful. Both were great. And it's the same as far as doing a universe thing, but at least it's a little different because it's different genres of movies. So that's something. But it's still like a lot of movies, like the 80s, like I said, they're basically the same movie, just different stories. 90s the same. Even up till now, it's still very similar. It's the same or very, very similar with a lot of movies.
What did I give this thing earlier? Was it like a 6.5?
I think so.
Yeah, and that's what you were saying right there in Tale of Lies. Part of why it's where it is, the 90s scope. Yeah, there's certain movies from the 90s generation or whatnot that like stand out and you can always refer back to and our stand-up movies. But the feel of the 90s movies, the gimmickiness, the way certain shots are and all this stuff, like it's always been one of those things that never really sat perfectly well with me. So that's why some of these movies, or a majority of movies from like the 90s or whatnot, there to me, like this felt like a TV movie type deal.
It did have a Lifetime type movie feel to me. But I think part of that is like I've heard about this movie and I've known the name for so long that it's been like this cult thing. So maybe I built it up a little too much, and so it probably wasn't going to meet the expectations I kind of had.
I've never seen the movie. I had no expectations.
I haven't seen it. But
I've seen it once before, but I didn't remember.
I hadn't seen it, but it's one of those movies that gets referenced so often in like pop culture that I'm like,
I've never heard of it.
there must have been something really about this movie, and I'm watching it, and I'm like, really? This was it?
The crazy chick will take
Now,
over your
for me,
life.
to my knowledge, I've never heard of this movie before. I may have.
Oh.
I could have heard of it in passing.
Never.
I loved it. I gave it a fucking 10. I changed my rating to a 10. You guys already know it's getting the Star stamp of approval. Like I said earlier, it was just one of those movies where it was like it just grabbed me, and I think the reason why it grabbed me because, like I said, I enjoy the story, but I can also grasp into that horror element. You know, the horror research study element of just the psychotic shit and thinking of it as like her being in multiple towns killing these people, and nobody knows who's doing it. And you know, I mean, all the way up until this, you know, until she deals with this chick. And
like if there was a part 2, she survived. They already pinpointed her next victim. It was that one girl at the bank.
Yeah,
where she gave her a compliment. Yep. She was like, "Oh, thank you." So you know, she was like going to hunt her.
Maybe
down.
I'll try blonde next.
Yeah. Real question about there. This is New York City, or San Francisco? Was it New York?
New York.
New York. So isn't that basement wild?
It's like a parking garage.
You go down there and there's cages and shit. Yo, dark as hell. Like you got people.
Dude, the cages are just like people's extra storage space. You can find apartment buildings like now with how it's set up like that. Like when we were looking at
it ever.
Really? Yeah, when we were looking at apartments, in their basement they'd have cage sections that just extra storage for people to put their shit down there.
Wow, that's new to me. I never seen that. I was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, is this a real thing? I was questioning. I was like, is this real? Like, real?
The extent that the extent of the pathways and stuff that they're allowed to walk seems pretty crazy, but in New York City, that's probably pretty normal.
Like rapey as hell. Like, you know, I'm not going down there.
Yeah.
It's like dark. No one else is down there.
It'd be fun.
I like the apartment was awesome though.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
beautiful, big ass windows, just a nice view. Fucking huge rooms, like fucking humongous rooms.
$4,500 a month.
Well, I mean, if you got it, why not? But
and that was back then. That was back then, bro.
If you can afford that, why not just buy a property and fucking?
It's because you want to live in the city.
Yep.
I guess
the price to pay to live in the city.
Super expensive to buy actual real estate.
At least that building had the elevator.
Taxes.
A lot of movie people will live in an apartment like New York City. They'll live up on like the fucking 18th floor, and there's no elevator.
Steps.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
that's more like. I like that shit though. It's like a horror movie based shit. That's and again, all right. So because you three pretty much gave both these movies very similar ratings. Which one did you guys like? Obviously, I like this one better. I love this movie. Which one did you guys like better? Because you guys kind of gave them similar ratings.
I think I found Vertical Limit slightly more entertaining.
Okay, I like this one a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm actually watch this one with the chick.
Yeah, I like this one a lot better. I gave Vertical Limit a 4 and this a 10. I really thought somebody else was gonna like this movie almost as much as I did. I guess I was.
Not that high. You know, I'm greedy with the.
Like I said, I liked it, man. Don't get me wrong. No, I'm just not putting it all the way up there because I mean, like I'm gonna refer back to this all the time. At the stage of the game where movies are now, it's almost ruined all the other decades of visuals and ways of making movies and stuff like that. For me, that brings them down pegs from where normally I probably would have had this at probably a 7.5. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's 90s. It's kind of getting dated. It's kind of cheesy to me. It feels very what was the sitcom with Paul Reiser in the 90s?
Mad About You.
Yeah, it felt very like edited like that in like a Lifetime movie. But I still enjoyed it, and I'm gonna show it to the girl, and I'm gonna watch it with the girlfriend. So it's still a good movie. It's still a movie to entertain.
Oh yeah. Now, what about you? You guys, Chris, and now, okay, James, you said you like this movie better. How come? And then Chris, same question for you, but you said you like it better.
It was more my style. I like the like you said, it's like horror. So I felt more comfortable with it. The survival movies, it was decent. There was a couple of cool scenes that we discussed earlier, but this was more my style. But still, it was like okay. It wasn't like anything like really stood out. Like the crazy thing, I don't know, maybe other movies I watched after this where they got that like obsessed friend, roommate type shit, and they based it off this movie because it's like a cult classic here now. But yeah, that's It's just I just felt more comfortable with it. I was like more into it, so that's why I like it. I do have a question though. After everybody talks,
okay. What about you, Caucasian Chris?
I don't know, man. Like I said, I've heard about this movie, so many references over the years in pop culture and stuff that maybe it didn't quite live up to what I had envisioned. It did seem a little lifetimey to me. I don't know. Vertical Limit was just kind of mindless action. It's one of those things that I just kind of, I'm just watching along, and it went quicker than I thought. And parts of Single White Female felt like they dragged to me a little bit.
And it's funny because that was the actual shorter movie.
Yeah, I know. That surprised me too.
By like 30 minutes almost.
Yeah. I even said that. I was like, God damn, another 2-hour movie? It was like 5 weeks in a row.
Vertical Limit dragged too much for me. That movie could have been an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 15 minutes.
I kept wanting to see what was going to happen with the drunk naked brothers.
That's true. They did catch it. They were like the comedy part of the movie.
The one explosion where you could basically almost catch a glimpse of like the one of them and his partner basically disintegrating after the explosion.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of cool.
Yeah. That was the one I was talking about, like the nuke bomb, where the 3 cans blew up, just blew the guy backwards.
They're sitting there laughing, about to take a drink out of the water bottle. There's the explosion, and then you can just kind of see him disintegrate as it goes with the blood.
That really sucks though, man, because they really thought they stopped it.
Yeah.
They buried it. It was leaking. That's just wild.
Hey, fuck it. They fucked up. They were wrong.
I got a question for you, Aaron. And
what's up?
Puerto Rican Chris, same thing, same situation.
What's up?
So you know how the crazy one, Hetty, she's just in her underwear, basically her tits out, talking to your fiance and everything. And she didn't do nothing about it, just gave her like the evil eye, like you're flirting on my fiance. If you switched race, if this was a black movie or a Puerto Rican movie, how would that scene go down?
Very violent. Look at his eyes. That tells you everything. Very fucking violent. And then somehow you would get blamed and possibly cut if, one of the females is Spanish. Ask Chris. He knows. He knows.
There's a chancla that's flown, and then there's knives flying.
Chris,
scissors,
Chris,
something.
What's this right here?
Razor blade out the side of the lip, bro. I cut you.
Very fucking violent and deadly. Like that's how you.
Because I'm sitting there, I'm like,
that's what you're gonna do? Oh, that's what you're gonna do?
That is a scene I would be scared to take, especially like if the actress is Spanish, because she might take it like serious.
I think Hollywood hasn't caught the magic of that yet. I feel like that needs to be caught full essence.
What was
yeah?
What was the Beyonce Ali Larter movie?
Beyonce?
Yeah, there's a movie with Beyonce. Ali Lauder's like stealing her man, or does he cheat with Beyonce with her or something like that? Crazy chick.
Is it a new movie?
It's older.
10 years maybe.
Beyonce?
I feel like I've seen that before too.
8 years.
Was it Ferocious or something like that? Her name?
I don't know. We're not talking Halle Berry, right?
No, it's definitely Beyonce.
I think I know what you're talking about. It's just I don't know when it came out, and I don't know the title at all. But I think I know what you're talking about. Because the storyline sounds familiar. I think I know what you're talking about.
Aaron's looking it up.
Shout out to Beyonce, but obsessed.
Oh, basically the same thing. Yeah.
With Ali, whatever you said, Beyonce, Idris Elba.
Idris
Elba. Yeah,
man. Idris the man, Elba. That's his name.
I've never seen that movie.
I haven't seen it.
Awesome. The ladies love him, and
honestly, guys, I'm not a Beyonce fan. I know, it's shocking, right?
I am shocked.
You know what, James? I'll say this: black people, I'm sorry, but I'm not. Deal with it. I think she has a beautiful voice. I think she can sing her ass off, but her acting, not so much.
I don't even really like the songs either. They're like annoying.
You might not like
They're written for her. It's not like she's writing them.
All the single ladies and all that.
You may not like the music, but she can sing. We could all say that. But I feel like as far as like soul type, Mary J. Blige has like the best voice. It's just so soothing. It makes you feel comfortable.
I never thought about it.
Yeah, Mary J's dope.
Mary J's the queen.
They're both amazing queens in their own rights, but I'm just saying Mary J, as far as her voice, it's just amazing. I had to say that. I don't know. Oh, because of this movie. That's why I'm obsessed. So the movie's called Obsessed that we were just discussing.
All right.
Yep. Hey, Sturdy.
What's up?
Don't you have a message for our viewers here?
I don't remember.
No.
Was it about gaming?
No, I don't know.
About Call Cassidy.
Oh. Call Cassidy of these two films?
Cassidy. Both movies. The Call Cassidy. Basically, yeah. Yeah. That's the connection to Call Cassidy.
Yeah, that's all I got.
I feel like that's too easy, though. I mean,
I tried, man. I just can't think of nothing. I'm trying to like. Is there two crazy?
I was gonna say obsession, but I'll switch obsession with determination. Why? Robin was determined to go save his sister, no matter what she said, no matter what. He was like, "I'm going to save my fucking sister." I know I'm gonna survive because I know Batman, and he'll fucking do a smoke screen thing and save me real quick, and my sister. You motherfuckers are gonna die. I'm just saying, you can come help me. You know, fucking, what was his name? Peter Rossi was like, listen, I'll give somebody, what do you say, $500,000 if you go up with these motherfuckers. The next person that says it, I'll give you $500,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's Anthony Rossi's uncle, Peter. And somebody went up there, but it's like, yo, he didn't have to. He knew in the back of his head, like, I know nobody's gonna fucking make it back, so I am not gonna.
Oh yeah. It was a suicide fucking mission.
And that's basically what it was. And it's like, was this guy's mission as a whole? I want your guys' honest answers on that. Was this guy's mission a success or a failure? My question now, listen, here's why I ask this. Yes, his mission in his mind, and as you're watching it, is to save his sister. But in the midst of that, about
how many people died? Yeah.
So it's like
he traded the one for the other one. So,
yes,
yeah.
and I understand it because I feel like somebody that you really love and care about, you're going to do whatever you can for them to help them. So I get that. But was he wrong? Like, how would you guys, what you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would have just rewrote the movie for the section where he's giving the speech about, listen, you're going to go to save one or two people and kill 6 or 7 others. And I would have made the next journey for the brave people that signed up, have them have those trials and tribulations and be a little more stressful and not kill them off, so that it's kind of more of a happy ending when you all make it back, or lose one, save 3, lose 1 out of the 6. So now you're up 3, down 1. You just cash out at the casino and let's go home. We're good.
They literally killed everyone that went with him except for the blonde girl,
which I didn't understand.
The love interest.
Yeah. You think? And I think if you're in that scenario and you're him, you have to bang her on that mountain just to say you did.
Yeah.
This is for them.
Yeah, right there. Mark the spot.
I mean, how many? There's probably not a lot of people that can say they've had sex on a mountain like that. So
that's true.
Very fucking true.
Talk about the original Mile High Club, right?
There you go. Now the thing is, the 2 naked brothers. If one of them stood up and you seen their nutsack, that could have been a connection.
No,
that's the nutsack connection. The sack connection.
This guy, I can't.
There's a nutsack connection.
Oh my god, that was so fucking funny. I don't know why that was so funny to me, but that was fucking funny. For whatever reason, that was funny as fuck. Holy shit!
Well, you know what? Even with male nudity, or there's definitely a double standard for one thing. Like there's not nearly the kind of male nudity as there is female nudity in TV and film and stuff like that.
I have a reason for that.
The female body is a work of art and men's bodies are disgusting?
Well, besides that, actually, it's basically the same thing. I was gonna say nobody really wants to see a naked dude as much as they want to see a naked.
Even women say that they don't want to see
are like,
guys.
I mean,
I'll say this. Here's why I say this because
I'm
even
turned on and it's hot, but I mean,
I'll say this. Even and I'm not disrespecting anybody with this. So people, calm your tits and your testicles. People would even straight women, is what I was gonna say, would rather see a naked female than a naked male. Like they appreciate a naked female's body if it's a nice looking body more than they would just see a fucking naked dude.
Well, I do a few women who told me their opinion on this is theirs. They'll rather see like the 6-pack and up. They go because everybody they're like, I don't know anybody who thinks a penis is good looking. No one wants to see that.
Yep.
So that's what they used to say.
No, but like I was gonna say, even with male nudity, is like it's off-putting when you catch the sack because that's not something.
The thing with guys, it's nothing to do with like. Yeah.
It's hardly ever shown. If you're going to show male nudity, it's generally the ass or like shaft, part of the shaft.
It's
tops.
A shock factor.
It's makes the shock. You don't generally catch the sack.
And it makes you laugh. You can't help it.
It's just hanging there.
It made me laugh out loud. I was like, "What the fuck?" Because it wasn't like it was a dangling sack. Like you had some age on it.
Like this guy's got some age on him.
Yeah. Then you question his age. You're like, wait a minute, how old is she? And how old
is this guy?
Is he like 63? That shit's hanging down, man.
Oh man,
he's a low sweater.
Yeah, he almost stepped on it a couple times.
What happened? I stepped on my nuts. It hurt.
Those boys get their hydration when he sits down to take a dump.
Oh my god!
Fuck
that scene also made me laugh. I forgot to say it.
Which one?
Would you be able to finish during that with the shock and like, what the fuck is going on?
Wait,
because he was trying to escape and he was like, oh wait,
I don't know, man. It's like a train. Once it starts, you can't really stop.
You can't.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's
there's you hit that point of no return, and it's gonna happen.
Yeah, yeah.
That was crazy.
It's crazy, but it's like because I'll say this at first though. I wouldn't get fooled because yes, they looked very similar, but they didn't look just alike. Like you should be able to tell your woman's face from.
To be fair, he didn't
sleeping. You're just waking up. He
was asleep, and he wasn't looking at her face. He was looking at the top of her head, which was just red.
Yeah.
Just like when she was walking away to get the pad, and I'm like, holy
look
shit!
At his nipples and stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't open his eyes though.
No.
I'm surprised he even opened up to till he was done. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, that's another moral of the story too. He did change because he was going to go tell her, like, listen.
Yeah.
Oh.
But she ended up.
I honestly thought he was going to be like, you're right, and I thought he was going to actually
fuck her.
Oh yeah, fuck her. Then
but he wanted to get rid of her anyway. That was the only reason why he was telling.
There was 2 times I thought he was gonna fuck her. There was that time when she
at the doorway too, right?
And when the dog died.
When she cleaned his vacuum. Oh, that's 3 then. No, that's 2. That's 2. When the dog died because she like rubbed his hand or whatever, and he went.
They almost kissed.
Yep.
So it was those 2. There was those 2 times. But again, people, this movie is
crazy. It's just crazy.
I'll put it to you guys like this. I'll never tell you not to watch a movie, but I will say fucking watch Single White Female if you've never seen it before. Watch that shit. And like I wish I would have watched this movie high. I would have probably been like really like, oh my goodness, what the fuck? But
no, she should have put a high heel through a sack. It was dangling swinging.
Oof.
Oh. Nailed it to the wall.
He could have knocked her out with that thing.
Yeah, no, he could have. That's all he had to do is just swing that shit, give her an uppercut.
Like a fucking pendulum?
Nuts to the chin.
A ball pendulum?
Nuts to the chin.
Oh my god.
The ultimate the ultimate teabag.
Oh man. Yo, they had that toy. You know what I'm talking about? The 2 ropes with the little thing you put a rock in it and you spin it?
Or a wrecking ball. Miley Cyrus is
swinging. Oh, there you go. He sings it while it's swinging. Came in like
all those like truck nuts ornaments. This is what they were designed on.
Yeah,
this was the inspiration.
Yep. Just
That's great.
not only that, they just recorded it. Like, you know how his actual nuts are moving on the back of a truck, like even in person? That's just how his nuts are moving. Probably right now, just
Oh, they were swinging, man. It hit the
No,
it hit the left leg. It bounced back off.
They were moving around.
Yo-yo, he's walking the dog.
Yeah.
and
Let's just say his nuts were longer than his penis because you didn't see no penis. You just
He
see
was.
nuts
That's what I call dropping the curtain.
hanging. The show's over. Everybody leave.
You see, you
the
should-
show's over. Is it the show goes on, dude?
Well, to be, I mean, they were larger before.
Huh?
They were larger before.
No, he did alley doggy style, and his ball swung and hit our belly button.
Jesus.
Oh my god, it'll be like this.
Yep. Just get the. Oh man.
When you poke me in the eye with your long.
Yeah, man.
It's the nut-shaped bruise on your chin.
I'm wearing a ball girdle.
Oh man.
Call that shit a nurdle. What is this? It's a nurdle. It holds a nut.
Jeez.
Help us.
Oh,
He's gonna need it. Yeah, he's gonna need some kind of support there.
You think when she wanted a blanket, that's the first thing she touched was nuts? It was the first thing there.
but you wanted a blanket?
Yeah, she wanted a blanket. She ran right into it.
Do you think he carried a nut pillow, like a pillow for his nuts, because they were hanging so low?
Oh, he had to.
I
When
would.
he's sleeping.
He has a little mini hammock or something. He puts them in there. They tie to the bottom of his underwear and they just swing.
Have her go undercover. I can't do nothing with this. Walk out.
Rock them up like a baby.
Jesus.
That's how you fall asleep.
That's how you get them going. You grab them and you pull them like a fucking lawnmower. Like a pull string.
It's like Play-Doh.
Oh,
What just
shit.
happened? Where did we?
I don't know. We're going crazy now. This train crashed a long time ago.
People get a facelift. Someone needed a sack
Jesus.
lift.
Yeah, shit. Ball top.
I'm gonna use the voice changer.
Ball.
People are going to talk about this afterwards. I'm like, yo, they like 25 minutes. They were talking about a ball sack.
Why? Because, man, they're just hanging low. Do your nuts hang low? Do they wobble to your toes? Can you tie them?
He can throw them over his shoulder.
Like a plug October?
Fuck yeah. Damn.
Put him in his back pocket. Fuck, man. Enough about the nuts.
So that's what elephantitis looks like. Okay.
Oh,
No,
We-
that would be a shame.
that's the first stage before the balls swell up and turn into fucking
Someone needs to see a doctor.
yeah.
That's what it looks like when it's normal, but everything else isn't around it.
I feel bad for his urologist.
Oh,
You said it, Chris. That's his urologist.
right there.
Come over here. You do it like this. Psst.
Does it burn when you pee?
Did you crap your pants? No, that's just my sack.
Oh, man.
When he's teabagging Allie, R. Kelly comes in like, would you like some lemon with that?
I gotta put it up again. We're killing him with this shit, James. That was fucking amazing. What you just said. Making it right now, please. Hold on. Wearing the R. Kelly mask.
Yep.
Singing Step in the Name of Love.
Oh
Man.
god. Okay.
That little R. Kelly meme you got there, he kind of looks like what was that Robert Townsend superhero, Meteor Man?
Oh,
Or what was the one with the Waynes?
Oh, it's Living Color. Is that
What
the
was
one
the-
you're talking about?
What was the one that he played a superhero?
Damon.
Yeah.
Did he play a superhero?
He did. He
Oh,
played
Blank
yeah.
Man.
Blank Man. There we
Yes,
go.
That's the
Thank you,
movie.
Chris. Thank you.
The white guy comes up
Oh,
with it.
man. I wish we were
Yeah.
that movie. We got that has.
I totally forgot about that movie. Holy shit.
You're
I
welcome.
almost put that on a wheel, but changed my mind. I think it was
Yeah.
obviously it was on the chicken and grits wheel, but
Wow, I didn't see that
Took
in a
a-
long
took-
ass time.
Took a white man to come up with that guy for you.
Yeah.
probably.
Because I really thought you were talking about the In Living Color character, where he's like handicapped and he goes, up,
Yeah.
away! He falls out the
Yeah.
window.
Forgot about that one too.
Oh, it's Handyman.
Handyman. Yeah.
It's In Living Color. Yeah.
Yep.
What a fucking epic show, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
So many people blew up from that shit. So many careers. Like the Wayans family, Jim Carrey, Jennifer Lopez. Probably more people I can't even think of.
I forgot about J-Lo.
Yeah, she was a dancer. The Fly Girls. She was one of the Fly Girls.
Yeah.
What the hell's that guy's name?
Jim Carrey?
No, another bald black man.
Damon Wayans?
Not Damon Wayans. Besides them, David Allen Greer.
Allen Greer.
And there was another one. There was another gentleman too.
I don't hear.
What the hell was his name? As of late, he was on what show was it on?
Tommy. I see
yes,
Tommy Davidson.
Yeah, Tommy Davidson. There you go.
Yo, I seen him live a couple years ago with my wife. Yo,
hilarious,
funny as fucking fuck, hilarious fuckingness. Like I can't wait to go to another comedy show for one, but fucking hilarious.
He was great.
Funny.
He was great. John Witherspoon was great.
R.I.P. to him.
Yep.
But yeah.
But anyway. Yeah, about that.
Man.
These two movies.
Yeah.
These two movies.
Average.
Caucasity.
Average caucasity.
To the fullest. But I loved one. The other one was just like, eh. Like, I would watch Single White Female again.
Yep.
Next week's
it's one of those movies where, like, if I see it on TV, I would watch it and actually pay attention to it. For the other movie, Vertical Limit, it would be more of a
I'll never watch either of these again.
Background noise type of watch. Never.
Really?
No, unless I walk into someone else is watching it or podcasts.
Yeah.
Other than that, I would never watch it again. It'll be forgotten. I look for something different.
You wouldn't even recommend it to anybody to watch?
Oh yeah, I say that all the time. I don't give a shit if it's garbage. I always tell someone to watch it.
Give it a chance, I guess.
Like you watch Blood Lake? Yeah, I'm telling you to watch it.
I have not yet, but I will.
It's on.
Watch this.
It is on the wheel. I'll say this: when it comes to those type of movies that I don't like at all, fuck you, Matthew Lillard. By the way, you know why.
I don't like him either.
Oh, thank you, Chris. But
yeah, he's one of those annoying characters. Jamie Kennedy.
And I'll tell you, Chris, I have a legitimate reason why I don't like Matthew Lillard or Skeech Ulrich. Fuck you too, Skeech. Because we were at a con a few years ago. It was me, my brother Henry, and my friend Rob. And we were all walking out the bathroom, and we seen them both because they were leaving. We're like, hey, you know, guys, how you guys doing? Oh, if you guys want to talk to me, come to our table and pay $80 for our autograph. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Fuck both of you. Fuck both of you. You were in Scream. Scream is one of the most overrated fucking movies in the world, especially in the horror genre. It wasn't
that's why he was acting like that. That was his only good film, and he's run out of money, so he has to charge a lot for people
Shaggy.
in the cons.
Bitches, fuck you, and I would say it to your faces, like I said before. I have less respect for you than I have for Nicolas Cage, and that. Wow.
I completely understand your frustration, but he's also trying to make a living. I get it.
The Alpha Network is laughing.
Yeah, but still, you could at least say, "Hey, guys."
Yeah, I know. It's not hard.
At least just a hi. Hey, we got a table over here. Hey,
what are you doing? How's it going? Not
trying
to
and you at least explain. Hey, I'm not going to sign. I got a table going on. It's $80. But hello, how are you?
Fuck that. Time out. Because even if it was starting a little conversation while you're walking back to your table, so the fuck what? I've talked to so many celebrities at these cons to where I'm at their table, I'm fucking walking around and see them and they're having a conversation, walking back to the table or whatever they're doing.
Yeah, but you're not Shaggy famous.
Fuck you. Fuck you. And like I said, I would say
you don't have the sack.
Yeah.
And they don't got to be hanging low to my knees for me to say that to them both. Fuck both.
Like some Scooby snacks.
And on top of that, Matthew Lillard, you're the same character in every fucking movie. Scream, Scooby-Doo, and 13 Ghosts. You're the same fucking goofy ass stupid character. Get saliva all over your fucking face and you make stupid facial expressions. Fuck you. All right, guys, I'm done. I'm good. I need to get out.
The rant over.
Yeah. Time to wrap this up, I think.
Yep, let's wrap it. Another fun episode.
Final ratings on both movies.
How many sacks? 5 sacks all around.
I like that. Well, I got 14 sacks all around. 4 for Vertical Limit and 10 for Single White Female.
I have 4 and 6.
10 total?
10 total for both movies.
You see up there. And what about you, Chris?
I already told you about 6.5 low swingers.
For both, right?
I'm sorry.
It's the half nut that's the hardest to get.
Yeah.
Oh, for both combined?
Yeah.
Oh,
So he's a 13. He's a 13 sacks.
yeah. So I'm a 13. Yeah,
Okay.
13 sacks.
Well, with that being said, people, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, Chris, you have to make a graphic, but go check out Worst Damn Gamer Ever. You could see the spelling right there. Go check him out. He has some dope content, and we'll be gaming in a little bit.
Yes.
And also, as you guys know, live shows every Tuesday and Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Horror Research 30. Live show every Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, where you're going to get the Dibba double features. 9 o'clock Eastern Time on Saturdays. Be sure to check out Stories from a Bar. Follow everywhere. And Deep Focus Cinema, follow it everywhere. Everywhere. All this shit, follow it. Simple as that. You ain't doing shit anyway. But yeah, man, like this is I had a great fucking time. Cheers to everybody out there. As always, thanks for popping by, and peace.
Thanks, fellas. Appreciate the time.
Hey, you know who that's for. Matthew Lillard. Fuck you.
Oh, I thought it was Nick Cage.
Nicolas Cage, you can get one of these two. And
Or Freddy that got fingered.
Fuck you. You know what? Yeah, all you guys, fuck you. Stick on my team.
Oh, Cassidy.
Live long and prosper.
Riff Talk